Yeah, he's pulling me over.
I'm sorry? After spending the past 4.5 years attempting to drive around the world, we find ourselves in the southern African country of Botswana, a country I know that we'll never forget. Firstly, there was the most amazing boat ride on the Chobe River. He looks like he's smiling at me.
Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Then there was the traditional tribal culture. Nature that's on another level. And let's not forget, roads not made for our two-wheel drive Fiat Ducato camper van. It's also the last new country on our around the world expedition, and soon we will be starting the last long drive back to Durban to get ready to ship Trudy our van back to the UK. But before we leave this amazing spot, there's one more thing we need to do. Of all the books in the world, the best stories are found between the pages of a passport. Unknown. Today we thought we would try and eat some Botswanan food. So we contacted Mojo, the guy that took us out on the boat, and said, hey, do you want to come out for lunch and show us where you get your local food? So we're going to meet him. We tried to find local foods, a local restaurant or something, but they all seem to be Western food, things like pasta, pizza, grilled meats. It's been quite hard to get that traditional Botswanan flavour.
See you soon.
We'd arranged to meet Mojo in a nearby car park, but whilst we waited, we spotted an interesting looking car.
Trudy.
Very nice.
There you go, so we found a fellow Brit. Do you live down here, do you?
I live in SA now, yes.
Oh yeah, they're on the Africa Rally going up to Kenya.
Yes, that is it.
Amazing. Oh, the bonnet's up, that's never a good start.
Yeah, we're leaking coolant.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Who's the mechanic? Oh, at least you have a mechanic. We're not mechanics, we have Google. Okay, we've given him a Tread the Globe sticker. It's going up to Kenya. Before they left, we were honoured to be asked if we'd sign the car. Rock and roll. And what's the name on Instagram you're putting it on?
The car scene.
The car scene. We'll follow you along. Cheers, man. Thank you.
Safe travels, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
May the road stay open and free.
Same to you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Listen to that engine
Oh,
purr.
cool guys.
Love it.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to meet you.
You recognise Mojo from the boat tour that we did. So yeah, we're going to go and find some local food.
Yes.
Some pap-pap.
Just arrived here by Mremokulu. We call it restaurant.
Ah, Remokulu.
Yes.
Nice. I'm excited.
Chris gets very excited about food.
I like different foods.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm asking to ask.
Yes.
I'm also from
England.
UK.
We drove from England.
England.
England. So it's a restaurant and liquor store. Hi.
Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you. We'd love to try some local food.
We know very little about Botswanan food. So let Mojo order us his favourite dishes.
This is pap. It's the grinded maize.
Okay.
Yes. Then we're having our spinach here.
Spinach
Then it's pounded meat.
is beef.
Yeah, yes.
And then this one is spinach.
Spinach. Then Botswana chicken.
Amazing. And what is, this is pounded
Sorghum.
sorghum. What is sorghum?
So this one is just like maize.
Like maize.
Yes,
Yeah.
we also pound
Pounded. So it's very similar to this. Similar. Okay, so traditionally you eat with the hand.
Yeah, yes. Yes, you just get the pap. It's a little bit hot. If it was a bigger one, you always make a small hole in between so that you can get this.
Oh.
Okay, I need to try. See, the meat here, the chicken meat here is brown, which means it's organic chicken.
Yes.
A lot of the chickens in England now have white meat, even on the legs, because they're factory farmed. So that's quite interesting.
Okay, we're going in for the pap.
We're going in for the pap. This is pap.
It's a type of, yeah. Mabele.
Mabele.
Yes. How does it taste?
How is it?
That is the carrier for that. So that's quite, doesn't have a lot of flavour, but that chicken is the chickeniest chicken I've ever tasted.
Oh, really?
Really, seriously. Try this chicken.
Yes, Marianne is spot on. That chicken is really tasty. Like a spinach.
This is like spinachy, green, beany, flavoursome loveliness.
Oh, it's good. Happy man. So we finally managed to get some Botswana food. Thank you to Mojo.
Mabele.
So Mojo was just telling us about the tiger fish in the river, in the Chobe River here. They have big teeth. But he was also saying that when you were young, you used to go swimming in the river.
Yes. We had a very nice spot, we call it sea diver. Just climb on top of that log, dive into the water. Remember, since it's a main boundary between Botswana and Namibia, sometimes you swim over to the other side. But
I've seen the crocodiles.
yes, very huge ones. So we believe that when there's a lot of people making a lot of noise, the crocodiles, they won't stay there.
Oh, so if you swim to Namibia, you have to do it in a group.
Yes, we have.
You can't go one person.
You can go one person.
That would be terrifying.
Yes.
Cue
Rather
video-
than me.
Cue the video of the crocodile.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
We will see you. We will be back.
Yes, see you
Definitely.
again.
Thank you, Mojo. Honestly, it's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
What a cool experience. And a great end to our little stay here in Kasane. So yeah, that's it. Tomorrow we head back towards Durban. So far, overlanding through Africa has been absolutely amazing. There is a crocodile 4.5 meters, literally 2.5 meters away from us. But everybody's told us that we shouldn't wild camp here in Africa for security reasons. So we've been staying in campsites, like this one. And usually we try and find one that has Wi-Fi. But using public Wi-Fi comes with added risks. Believe it or not, there's people out there trying to hack your data, which is why whenever we use a public Wi-Fi network, we always use Surfshark VPN. If you don't know what a VPN is, it stands for Virtual Private Network, which keeps you and your data safe whilst you're surfing online. We make sure that we don't have one of those Ed Rooney moments. But Surfshark is more than just security, because at the click of a button, that unlocks content that wouldn't normally be available to us. I'd suggest getting the Surfshark One bundle, because you get added benefits like antivirus and having a private search engine. And right now it's the perfect time to sign up, because by scanning the QR code or clicking the link in the description below, Tread the Globe followers get an exclusive 4 months completely free. Good morning. Welcome back to another beautiful morning here in Botswana. But today is the day that we need to start heading south, because the shipping company called to say we have a date to get Trudy on the ship back to the UK. So we're going to start a long drive back to Durban. So I think we better get the map on the side of the van and show you the plan for this week. Okay, so the plan for the week is we are starting here in Kasane, which is where we are now, and we're going to be driving all the way down to the bottom of Botswana, and we're not going as far as Gaborone. We decided to avoid the city and cross over the border just north, and then let me turn the map over. And after we've crossed the border, we're going to travel down, go straight through the center of Joburg, and then it's a straight one all the way back to Durban. I think looking at Google Maps, it says it's about 30 hours, which for us will probably be 40 hours, because you never quite know what the roads are going to be like. If they're anything like Zimbabwe, there'll be loads of holes and stuff. And I just want to show you this bird. We've been feeding the birds here and they've been absolutely amazing. Look at the colours. I have never seen birds so colourful with piercing orange eyes. Yellow birds, we've got the weaver birds. Yeah, absolutely. The bird life here is amazing. You ready to get the van ready and hit the road?
I am, but I am fast becoming a twitcher.
Right, let's hit the road. These ladies have been absolutely amazing looking after us every night. Thank you very much. We love Botswana. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We are going to miss you.
Oh, we'll miss you too. Oh, they're all so lovely.
Honestly, we love Botswana.
Yeah.
So special.
Right, south we go. The drive today is probably about 4-ish hours.
And Trudy's ABS lights have come back on. The warning lights have come back on. We've connected with a guy called Rupert in a garage in Hampshire to get Trudy's MOT done when we get her off the ship. And I messaged him and said her ABS sensors are a little bit tricky. And he said, as long as they're off, it's okay. But Rupert, they've just come back on.
Poor old Trudy, she's been through a lot. Morning.
Good
How are you?
morning. How are you doing? We're
I'm
good. How are you?
Good. Let's see the license
Yep.
for madam.
For the madam.
Do you want to pull off the road or?
Oh, shall I move off the road?
No, it's okay.
Okay. There you go.
Anyway, there's no traffic. Is just too
Traffic
Quiet
is
today.
quiet.
There you go. Don't laugh at the photograph.
No, it's okay. I mean,
It's from the UK, from England.
yeah, my wife is there. She's in London.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really? Which part? Oh,
Hackney.
Hackney.
I used to
He
live near
lived in
Hackney.
Hackney when I met him.
She's working in Hamilton Hospital.
Oh, in a hospital, as a nurse or doctor or nurse.
Which
Midwife.
hospital? Do you,
Hamilton.
Edmonton? Maybe.
Something like
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Bringing more babies. We all love babies. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day. That's a police stop in the first 5 minutes of driving. Always good, but all okay. Oh, elephant warning sign. That is one seriously straight road for miles. I think we're going to be having a bit of that over the next few days.
Cruise control would be great.
You can see huge termite mounds. Really, really tall. Apparently Mojo was saying to us that if you get lost in the bush, look at a termite mound because it always leans west towards the sun. Who knew? The road's actually widened here because it is an airstrip, and we just passed a sign saying no stopping airstrip, so we're on the runway.
Can you imagine if you're landing a plane and then like a herd of elephants just walk across? That
Yeah,
would be
see,
terrifying.
that is a problem.
Yeah,
That
there's
could
no
be a
fences.
problem.
There's absolutely no fences here. Everything is open.
We are literally in the middle of nowhere. As far as the eye can see, plains of Africa.
I know, I keep wanting to burst into like African music and having some kind of like African bush music.
We kept on driving down what seemed like an endless straight road, with our eyes peeled. But no lion sightings today.
I'm just waiting for a lion to jump out. We just went over a big hole. That was close. Yeah, the holes are there. There's just not that many of them. They take you by surprise. As we've been driving along, we've seen workmen manually on the side taking out all the bush and bushes from the sides, because they're keeping it all clear so that if any animals do come run out or cross the road, you've got a good visibility to react. Just past another sign saying wild animal zone. And guess what? There's another long straight road that goes off as far as the eye can see. Oh, and a cattle grid. Is that a cattle grid?
I think it is.
And we're entering the Pandamantenga farming area.
Ah, this is to stop animals
eating the food.
eating and fighting with the farmers over crops.
It's the other way round.
Yeah, isn't it funny? You pen the farmers in and let loose the wild animals. Morning.
Lovely. And just like this, the African bush has changed into farmland. So all of these here are dead sunflowers, as far as the eye can see. And then this side looks like corn. Wow, that is like a serious, that's possibly one of the biggest sized fields I've ever seen. What do you reckon of that? It's a never ending field. Can you imagine all of this when it's yellow flowers? That would be wild.
That would be stunning, wouldn't it?
Just passing through a little town of Pandamantenga. I think that's how you pronounce it. Some serious grain storage there by the looks of it.
Yeah, I suppose we're smack in the middle of the agricultural area, so everybody brings their crops to here.
We passed a car flashing. It's okay. We're doing 74 in an 80 km/h zone. Then we passed a police speed camera. One policeman signalled with his hands slowly up and down, which I took as slow down. But Marianne stopped just to be safe. But the policeman didn't come over. And when I looked back, there was no signals to go over to him. So I thought he was just saying slow down. So I told Marianne to carry on. As we set off, the police car followed us. Oh, maybe they did want us to stop.
Yeah, he's pulling me over.
Oh, interesting.
Let me just go off there.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you? I'm sorry?
Make a U-turn.
Make a U-turn for speed.
He wants to take us back to the other one.
As we drove back, we passed a 60 km/h sign. Oh, we thought it was 80. Maybe we were unknowingly speeding.
Is it?
I can't drive down there, so I'll have to follow. I'll have to go here because my car won't go there. Here?
Right, stay here. I'll come over.
So like, what happens?
No, I wouldn't get out of your car. They'd come to you.
Oh no, he's telling me to come over.
I'm going to charge you for failing to stop.
Okay. Can I just also say, when you were doing this, I thought you were just telling me to slow down. I didn't realise that you were...
You stopped. That man stopped you.
I did.
You saw a person on the road.
I heard
You reduced your speed. your passenger tend to see the car or it's a police vehicle, then you reduce the speed to park there. After parking there, instead of coming back to us, you decided to proceed. I pressed the hooter for you, you responded to the hooter and stopped, then you proceeded. Your occupation?
I'm a YouTuber. YouTuber. Yeah, I make videos for social media.
What did you say?
Being charged for speeding and for driving away from a scene of a crime.
Marianne grabbed the paperwork and headed back to the officer's car. She came back to collect her bank card to pay the fine.
Well, that was fun.
How much was it?
1,380 Pulu.
110. I don't know, it's like 50 quid.
Yeah. But
Wow, you've got to stop speeding, Marianne.
I'm never going to listen to you when you say, no, it's not for you, keep going. Because I got done for disobeying a policeman.
You got an extra fine for refusing to stop.
I'm never listening to you again.
Interesting.
He even had a stapler in his car. It was like to
They're
staple all the
set up for
paper.
it. It's a proper-
It's a proper setup.
First elephant of the day. Just crossed the road there, massive one with tusks. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Lone male. Not usually on their own. Come to another stop area here, and I'm pretty sure that these are inspections to prevent foot and mouth from being transferred around. Oh yeah, look, veterinary checkpoint.
We haven't got any meat or anything, have we?
We have no meat, so we're all good, because yeah, you can't take raw meat past these boundary checkpoints.
We headed off to sanitise our shoes.
Do you want to jump out and open the fridge for her?
Yeah.
Hi, we have a fridge. Yes, we did. Tissues. Yes. And we have a fridge.
We have a fridge if you want to look. Okay.
Yo, no, the last one is this one.
There you go. It's in there. There's no meat. Can you get up?
There's no meat.
No meat. We have one lettuce.
You did your shoes, madam?
We did.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank you. Sterilise your tyres. Just stop to stretch our legs for a couple of minutes, but just in case there's any doubt that we're in the wild, there's a disclaimer there. Probably best not hang around too long. We're just arriving in the town of Natta. We found a place to park up just the other side called the Natta Lodge. So hopefully it's not too sandy and we can get in. Actually it looks quite a big town on the map. But again, because they're all single-storey buildings, it doesn't actually feel big. Going over the Natta River, dry season. We've got got any water flowing? Let's have a look. No. Completely dry.
Oh, there's little puddles over there
Oh yeah, puddles of water.
by the rocks.
Wow.
Okay, we've arrived. Let's just hope that this park up isn't too sandy for us. So far so good, but you never quite know how far you have to drive to get to reception.
There we go, that's reception. That's good, they've got a tractor in case we get stuck. So we're back on soft sand. Oh, this looks very nice, Marianne. Hello, how are you? We're good, thank you.
We phoned yesterday to check to see if you had a spot in the campsite for 2 people, please.
Just for
And they
tonight.
said pop in and check in at the reception.
And pay.
And
pay.
Show me the money is what they said.
Good news, they have space. Now let's see what the sand's like.
Yeah, this is okay at the moment.
These trees are wild.
And then campsite anywhere on the left. Is it?
Anywhere
Let's just watch the sand.
This is very sandy.
Okay, the ground's definitely too soft here, but the security guard said if we go round, all the way round, then the road should be firmer. He said it will bring him round to the security guard, so let's give it a bash.
We followed the guard, who kindly showed us the way to the campsite.
Okay, too much sand that side, he said. So reverse back. Oh, he's good. Look, he knows where it's firmer. This is firmer.
Yeah, it looks firmer.
Where? Okay, we're going to try and just park it straight on here because I think everywhere else is too sandy. Beautiful. I'll put the chocks in.
We're staying there.
Okay, we're parked. We may never leave again, but we're in. So I think the plan is now we're going to go to the restaurant because they actually have a nice proper restaurant. So we'll get some lunch.
Just what I needed. A nice plate of fish and chips.
Coffee made. But Chris is out the back, and yes, the doors are open even though it's freezing cold.
Because I noticed when we were coming through the sand, I was walking behind Marianne yesterday, our brake light bulb is out. Can you believe how much dust is behind this light? But it has done a lot. So we always keep a nice big box of light bulbs here. So I'm just trying to change that and make sure it all works before we hit the road, because we don't want to get stopped by the police again. And I have to say, it is absolutely freezing. My fingers are actually numb. It can't be more than 7 degrees maybe. It's freezing. Okay. Well, the good news is I've got it all back together. The bad news is the brake light still doesn't work on the one side. The top brake light still works and the left-hand side still works. So there are still brake lights, but it's just one of those things. There's over the years, water, dust is a bit corroded inside. So we'll have to get a new unit ordered for when we get back in the UK. And she needs a bit of love. Trudy needs a bit of love. We've battered her a little bit, haven't we, over the years? But she's still going good. She's still going good, but she's only got 4 more days back to Durban. So fingers crossed she should be good. And hopefully we don't get a police check. There's not a lot we can do. So we're just having a little walk because the road is sandy.
we just want to make sure that we've got a route to go out, because you can see how deep the sand is in the middle here. So I think if we mount the side,
Yeah, this
it's
side
that
is
corner.
okay.
That is, I just want to just check this corner, because this is where we couldn't get around in one go, and I just want to make sure if you're going to get stuck, that's where you're going to get stuck. This bit's okay. Okay, we have a plan. Roll off the chocks, my sweet. We have noticed that there's an extra little rattle coming from inside Trudy that we haven't had before. I don't know whether you can hear it.
It's definitely that corner.
Yeah, so the drive, there is a belt that goes around there. But it sounds like something's loose and rattling, but we've checked as much as we can, and we're not mechanics. But we only have, I don't know, maybe 30 hours of driving left and 5 days. So we're just gonna go for it. There's no garages, there's no Fiat parts. We just gotta go for it. Right, fingers crossed. No sand sticking this morning, please. That wouldn't be the best start to the day. But we're thinking positive. Good job. So it's just this one corner. I think if we can get past this one corner. Come on, Truders. You got this, girl. It's just that bit that's soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to go back a bit. It's such a tight. Oh. Go on, girl.
Oh.
Trees. Oh, we did it.
That tree.
Good job. Good job, love. Right, well, it's a beautiful sunny day. It won't take long to warm up this morning. But it is still fresh. We've got the hoodies on. But the drive today should be about 4 or 5 hours, which should get us down almost to the border with South Africa. We definitely need to consider a 4x4 if we come back to Africa, because you just, even like campsites just off the main road like this one, are really problematic for a 2-wheel drive Fiat Ducato. What is that? There's apples right there.
Am I going left?
Left.
They're donkeys.
There's 2 donkeys stood by the road. Gotta love a donkey. Hey, donkey. Just looking at the turbine mounts by the side of the road, I just got the compass out on the phone. And looking at the angle that they're leaning, the tall ones are leaning to, they are definitely leaning to the west. So I think Mojo was right. You get lost, follow the turbine mount. Road seems to be getting slightly more narrow. The trees are beautiful this time of year, because autumn is here, even though it's summer back home in the UK. And you've got all the golden autumn colours in the trees. Random stop sign. Stop. There's somebody in the thing. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, he's saying go.
Thank you.
It's
They're
strange.
nests.
What is that for, do you think?
No idea.
It's not a police stop, is it? Just
No. Look at the nests up there.
they're massive.
There's the weaver nest, you know, the one that dangles, but I don't know what
Yeah.
the big ones are.
Big bird nests. That's a bit of a squeeze. Ain't gonna get through there with the truck.
I'll just wait here.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna
wait.
stay out of the
You're
way.
not gonna- It's a bit of a squeeze, isn't
It is a bit of a squeeze.
Suddenly the road's got a bit holy.
look, there's more guys here. We've seen it all the way down. They're all chopping, manually chopping.
Yeah, chopping it by hand.
All these bushes, and you can see where they've piled them all up. It's just, yeah, the amount of labour is on another level to do that in this weather. We've been driving for hours, days, and then suddenly
Years.
there's just a random rock in the sand. That's strange. There's just one rock. Right, time to fill up. Shell. It's a familiar sight.
Hi, good morning. Diesel.
Thank you.
They were curious about our travels and were very excited when we said we make YouTube videos.
Hello, we're home. Welcome to Botswana.
Oh, thank you very much.
A peaceful country.
Trade the globe.
Yeah, trade the globe.
Van life adventure.
Absolutely, that's us.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God.
How you exploring the world, I really like it. I really like the adventure life.
He was
Just traveling in a van, going everywhere you want. I really love that.
He said, "What? You don't live in a house?" And I was like,
No, we live in
a
here."
van."
We asked if he wanted to have a look inside.
It's like a house.
Everything's inside.
It's got bed, toilet, shower.
Oh, wow.
Here cooking.
Oh, it's very nice.
Oh, you like it? Fridge,
Wow.
everything.
And then this comes round,
Oh,
and we can eat our dinner.
You just come and.
Yeah, you can shower. This is the water tank.
Oh,
This
this
is a
one.
water tank in here.
They absolutely loved Trudy, so we gave them all a Tread the Globe sticker.
Favorite customer car.
You. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Oh, look.
Hello.
He put a Tread the Globe sticker on the
Yes.
guy's car.
Yes,
Okay.
on my friend's car.
It's traveling Botswana. Thank you, sir.
Safe.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Nice for meeting you.
Well, I think that's probably one of the most fun petrol stops we've ever had. Cheers, guys. Lovely guys. Chris has taken the helm.
If you're new here, you won't realise it, but it's a rare sight to see me behind the wheel, as Marianne loves to drive and I film all of the videos. But Marianne was feeling a bit tired today, so I get to drive for the rest of the day.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm very fine, sir.
Thank
Where are
you.
you guys from?
We're from England.
You're from England. Oh. Can I see your English driver's license?
Sure. It's right in my pocket.
I've never seen one.
You've never seen one before? Don't laugh at the photograph. It's a terrible picture. We're driving around the world.
Yeah. This is your wife?
This is my wife. 27 years, that's why she looks so happy.
Oh. That's some very great news. Can you drive safely?
Thank you very much.
She arrives here.
Okay, everything okay? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
We're just coming into Francistown, which I think is our last major city in Botswana before the border.
So Francistown seems to be the biggest town that we've driven through so far. Proper big buildings, shopping centres. We even drove past a casino.
Malape, and Chris has found somewhere online for us to stay. So we've got a few more kilometres and then we're going to be there. This will never get tiring to see goats on the road. It's just heartwarming.
Especially the baby at the back.
I know.
It's busy. I think is it the weekend? It's Friday.
Turn right here. And then over the railway, and then turn right.
Oh, they just stretched my legs. Oh, my back. These longish days. It sees you up.
We checked in and the receptionist took us to have a look at the campsite.
Nice. Oh, it's big. It's quiet at the moment, huh?
Oh, just in that corner there? Okay, just drive around here.
Drive round under. Oh, that's nice. Nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
And this is the clean water. This is the ablution.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's all we need. That's everything.
Yeah, that's everything we need.
Well, that's a seriously big cactus, but this is a great spot. And at the moment, nobody else is here, apart from our little new friend. So we're going to park one night here, and then tomorrow we'll get to the border, which I think is only maybe an hour away, an hour and a half away. Good morning. Welcome back to our last day in here in Botswana. And today we're driving back to South Africa.
Yes, we are. Thank you for doing some driving yesterday. That was lovely. I got to see all the nature out of the window.
So there you go. So yeah, the border is about an hour's drive away, I think. And then allow a couple of hours to cross the border, and then it's a couple of hours the other side. So I think we probably got like a 5.5 hour day, hopefully if all goes well, to get to our destination. Absolutely freezing outside. I've just been outside and
I've got socks on. I've had to put my socks on. It's so cold.
Yeah, me too. I've got the sandals and sock thing going on this morning. But I don't know, outside it must be like 3-4 degrees. It's freezing.
It is 6.9
in the van. That's cold.
6.9 in the van.
I didn't expect it to be this cold. Anyway, let's hit the road. Another lovely sunny day, and I can't wait for that sun to hit the windscreen and warm me up.
Yeah, this seems to be the line that's running because the other one's got grass on it.
Yeah, this one's definitely in use.
Oh, Trudy's front spring is making the worst crunching sound.
You know how when you work really, really hard, I always used to, like, if I took a few days off or you're on holiday, your body almost allows itself to get sick.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like that's how it is with Trudy. She's like, I'm nearly at the end, I'm allowed to feel poorly now.
Yeah, she's building up to getting sick.
It's a good time in the morning to drive before all the market stands open. It's a big town though, actually, this one. Right, we're leaving the main highway on this road probably for the next hour, and then we should hit the border. We're back to the lots of holes in the road. You can usually tell by the skids. First hills we've seen in Botswana. The landscape's slowly changing. It's been a very, very flat country. Probably one of the flattest we've been in, but just getting a glimpse of one hill on the left there. Okay, we are just approaching the border. We've got 1 kilometre to go. So fingers crossed, we will see you in South Africa in not too long. Okay, we're out of Botswana. That's the paperwork was pretty easy, only took about 10 minutes. We've got a gate pass to hand in, so now we're going to drive across and do the South African side. So far, so good. Okay, we're stamped into South Africa, so we're all good to go. Maybe one last customs check, and then we're all good.
You're gonna get under?
Maybe.
Am I go slowly? Okay?
That's okay?
Yeah.
Just stop here. Thank you.
How are you?
We're very good. How are you?
Good, thank you very much. Let's see the passports.
Passports.
That's the man with the passports. Those ridges on the floor look very dodgy.
Money?
The ridges on the road.
Okay.
My vehicle's quite low. I always worry. She's my old girl. She's 20 years old.
This one?
Yeah, I know. She's not as old as me, but she's old. She looks good.
Still pushing.
Yeah,
She's still going good.
We've been driving around the world
With this one.
with this one.
You won't be surprised to hear that the officer was very curious to learn about our travels and how we ended up at the Botswana-South African border.
How many months or how many? It's for a year.
4.5 years we've been driving.
4.5 years we've been driving around the world, and we've done about 60,000?
Yeah, 65,000 miles
Do you
maybe.
want to come and have a look? The door's on the other side.
The house there.
Yeah. So we've got a fridge down here. We've got this is a water tank there.
He was amazed that we could fit into her, and I don't think he's ever seen a camper van quite like Trudy before.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
It's those ridges I'm worried about.
Yeah, those ridges are high. The good news is our good old Connect Plus is working.
Is it?
Yeah,
I love Connect Plus. Which way do you think I should go?
that's the lowest, isn't it?
Is that the lowest?
Let's go slowly. Scraping allowed. Oh, look at all these trucks queuing to get into Botswana. Loads of them. So yeah, we are back in South Africa, and we have about an hour and a half's drive, and then we're going to stop, and then we have another run tomorrow. Yeah, the border crossing was pretty simple. It took probably an hour less than I anticipated. The whole thing was probably under an hour, so yeah, that was good. Perfect timing, because if we'd been in a long queue, they can take hours, but yeah. We normally allow about 2 hours for a crossing, but today was a fast one, so we should be able to have a bit of a rest this afternoon before we do start doing the 2 long days driving back to Durban.
Although I'm feeling that the emotions running through me right now are all over the place. I'm excited, I'm sad because it's coming to an end, and yeah, I don't know how I feel. It's really, really strange.
It is strange.
I want to be like happy, but I'm actually really sad it's coming to an end.
After a 4.5-year expedition around the world, it's hard to think that it's nearly finished. And if you're wondering if it's the end of our travels, the answer is no. We chose this lifestyle because we love travel, and we wanted to create memories that last a lifetime. So we're already coming up with ideas for the next adventure.
I'm going to let him go because I'm terrified of the policeman. Do I go? Who's going?
Go.
I'm not going because there's a lorry coming. I can't see any traffic lights.
Go.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for the policeman to go.
We're in an agricultural area now, beautiful red soil. We just passed fields of rape seeds. Okay, we're just coming into the town of Lepale, or Lefale, however it's pronounced. Actually quite a big town.
No, it's locked.
Go to reception. Oh, we're back to sand.
And dust.
Sand and dust, but so far it's firm.
Trudy's so gonna need a new air filter. Can you smell that dust?
I think I need a new air filter, to be fair. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
You okay?
Early. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay. No.
The border crossing was faster than we expected.
No problem.
Thank
you. It was quick.
It was quick. We thought maybe it's going to take a couple of hours, but no, it was all good.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, it's convenient. It's 45 rand for the night. It's a good place to stop. We're all settled in our little camping spot here for the night. They don't have a restaurant, or if they do, it's closed because it's low season, so there's nobody else here. So we've made egg mayonnaise sandwiches, because that's one of the foods we've got left in the van. And we're going to try this vegetable achar that we bought whilst we were in Botswana, one of their local foods. So it's like dried pickled veg.
There's carrots, there are beans, there looks like cabbage. I'm assuming there's some onion in there too.
Beans, could be chili.
It's all herby and
it's actually really nice.
that's really delicious. Although there is a bit of a kick.
It's like a spicy, vinegary. Oh, it's delicious. It's got that sharpness. This is the mild version.
There's a kick of chili in there.
Might go well with the egg sandwich.
Sprinkle that on top.
Right, bon appetit.
Oh, and just for the record, it goes really well in an egg mayo sandwich.
Good morning. Okay, this morning I'm not getting out to take natural shots of the van where we're parked because it's absolutely freezing. We've woken up with it must be frosty outside. It's looking a little bit frosty and a little bit fresh. Oh my goodness, we need to get that engine started. If you're wondering, our LPG heater has packed up. So it's not, the fans aren't working, so it's not blowing around. So we're not turning it on just for safety reasons. So it is cold. We do have the diesel heater. So tonight I'm definitely going to check that over. We haven't used it for like 2 years, a year and a half. So I'm going to try that tonight to see if it works. Oh, there's people. Where are the people coming from?
I don't know. It's like a school.
Well, they must be freezing.
They must be like on
Why
a
has she
school
got a
trip.
skirt and a crop top on?
Because she's a teenager and they don't feel.
Oh
the
yeah,
cold
look, they're all
like
coming
us.
out of these chalets here. So the drive today is probably about 5.5 hours. We're going to get just south of Joburg. Got to open the window to push the button.
I don't want to open the window. It's cold out there. No, cold.
can't reach. I need a selfie pole.
I can't reach. Beautiful this morning, driving between these hills, through these little valleys. Well, it's still official. We're still in the middle of nowhere because it's bush as far as the eye can see in all directions. So we're just going through the last town called Modimolle. Modimolle? Something like that. Just before we join the highway that goes down through Joburg and will eventually take us down to Durban. So we're going to fill up with diesel. Because we're shipping, again, we have to make sure that we don't have a full tank. We've got to have under a quarter of a tank by the time we drop it off in Durban. So we'll fill up here, and I think that should get us almost back to Durban, if my calculations are right. Town's very quiet this morning because it is Sunday morning, although it is 10:30 now. So it should be starting to come to life, but most shops I don't think open till 10-11 here.
Now, that
Sunday.
sign there.
Parkering.
What is that? Is that parking in Afrikaans?
Oh, Afrikaans for parking, maybe, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people, as we've travelled, have told us to be careful in South Africa, that it's dangerous, but we do have pepper spray each to hand and a screwdriver in the door. So, and the doors are locked. Those are the precautions we're taking, but fingers crossed, so far so good.
Yeah,
we haven't felt under threat.
No, we haven't felt unsafe, but it is a reality. And we know that because everybody's told us. You can pay.
Wimpy. There is a Wimpy.
There's a Wimpy.
We used to have Wimpies back in the UK. Okay, Astron Energy. That's a new one. Diesel? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
This one here?
Yeah. Just in case you're wondering how much that was, it works out to be pretty well £1 a litre, which I know is a lot cheaper than back home. Hello, how are you? I'm okay, my friend. Those avocados are looking good.
So 50 rand for the avo.
Look how big, why? They're so big.
They're massive. Where are you growing them?
They are coming from Zanin.
Oh, near here?
Zanin.
Zanin. Where is Zanin?
Zanin, Limpopo.
Oh, Limpopo.
Yeah.
In England we have avocados like this.
Very small.
Small one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we take a bag of avos and a bag of sweet oranges? That's 100. They're
Both.
from England.
Whoa, it's very heavy.
And we're driving our van around the world.
How are you?
Okay.
So seeing these avos makes us very happy.
They're very big. Very big avocados.
Look at the size of these badgers.
You could go weight training with that. That was a good stop off, Marianne.
Good call, hey. Yeah, I thought we could stop now because every little store that we've been to, because we've been crossing over the borders, but here, we're not crossing a border so we can get some. And it's like £2 for that whole bag of avocados, which are the size of my head.
Okay, we're joining the N1 highway, which is a toll road, because I can see a booth, which is going to be the main highway south.
And there's a big T.
T for toll.
Is it still morning? It is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How much is it?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
I like that. Arrive alive.
Arrive alive.
Thanks very much.
There you go. Pretoria, 122 kilometres. And the ABS lights have gone
ABS lights
off.
have gone off again.
Trudy's happy to be here.
She's happy.
I have to be honest, after being on the road continuously for so many years, it feels strange to think that apart from driving over the finish line in the UK, this is the last couple of days of our around the world expedition. And if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that.
Okay, I'm not sure whether this comes out on camera, but this road might get a new record for the straightest road because I can see very far and there's not a bend in sight. We've just started driving through Pretoria, which is just north of Johannesburg. But you never thought we'd say that, did you, Marianne? Feels funny because we actually came here on a holiday as part of a friend's wedding 15, 18 years ago. So yeah, it definitely feels funny to be driving through here. Come over the hill and now you've got an aerial view of Johannesburg.
It's massive, absolutely enormous.
It's huge.
On as far as the eye can see, with a perfect amount of smog over the top.
There would be warned that Johannesburg is quite dangerous. So I know we've passed a few signs that say danger, high crime area, do not stop. So just driving through, that's why we're sleeping just south tonight.
And in reality, getting campsites in a city is not great. Noise of the traffic, even if it is safe and secure. So we'd much rather get out of town.
Very smoky ahead.
What is that?
I don't know, maybe they're burning fields?
Oh yeah, must be.
Okay, we are nearly at Heidelberg, which is where we're coming off, where we found somewhere to stay tonight. It's got a different feel again, this town. There's a McDonald's. Seen one of those for a while. And a church spire.
And a KFC. We've got it all going on.
It's all going on.
Oh, and there's a disco club.
Disco club. Look at that church. Oh, there is a dirt road.
Oh yeah.
Past the houses. Oh, is it signposted? Okay, so it must be down here.
We had trouble finding the park up, but after asking for directions, we think we found the right track.
Okay, so it should be a kilometre and a half down here. Into the sticks we go. A little bit more washboard.
Oh, sorry, Trudy.
Sorry, Trudy. Just one more day. Okay, there we go. Sjonberg.
Yeah, we're finding all of these places on iOverlander, aren't we?
We are. No guns, no alcohol. Is there a doorbell?
No, she said call.
9330.
Hello, we've arrived outside. If there's somebody available to open the gate. Thank you, bye.
No one answered, so we left a voice message. Let's try horning.
Trudy's got a loud horn now, so they should hear her. We're in! Woohoo!
Horning works! Yay!
Next week's episode is the climax of our around the world trip. 4.5 years we've been driving, and next week we drive to Durban, put Trudy on a ship back to the UK, and drive over the finish line. We can't give you the exact date of the finish line yet, because when we get back to the UK, we've got to take her for our MOT, which is the UK safety inspection, before we're legally allowed to drive on the roads. But if you want to join us for the convoy to the finish line, or at the finish line in Ironbridge in Telford, then subscribe to our newsletter on our website and we'll send you out an update as soon as we know. And if you want to pencil it in your diary, I would guess it's probably going to be the 8th of September, but that could change a week either side. And there's also still some tickets left for our charity Welcome Home Dinner and Dance being held here in Telford on the 27th of September. So if you visit the events page on our website, there's more details there. And we can't wait to see you on the finish line.